behind the cape. All right, man, we got to talk about this first thing first, because this thing has kind of been pissing me off all week since I've heard the news, because this is one of my most anticipated video games. Ubisoft decided to cancel their black-led Assassin's Creed game, which is supposed to be set in, I think, a Civil War era, because of the political landscape. I'm sorry,
bro.
When has Assassin's Creed not been political? When has it not been based on either some sort of religion?
The first game based off the Crusades? Like, what?
It's always based in some religion, some kind of war, colonialism.
God, we can't have shit, bro. You know better. You ain't allowed to have shit. Negro, back to the back of the line. Go play as a white character.
We don't get these things when it's a white male protagonist. Like these things don't happen.
It can be as political as it wants, as long as there isn't a member of the Caucus family leading the charge. It can be as controversial as you want it to be.
Facts.
Ubisoft. That, I mean, was a surprise? No. Mm-mm. Maybe somebody else will pick up another studio, pick up the concept.
I was gonna say,
I don't think that's something that's like, it's married to the Assassin's Creed brand or anything like that concept. So
that concept is not a hard concept to get off, even outside of just like actually being an assassin.
And then even over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of smaller gaming studios that have had like black led or like black themed adventure games that have come out last time. One of them is escaping me. It had a female protagonist in it, but been pretty popular. So I'm saying y'all can do Yasuke, but y'all can't do Civil War, killing Ku Klux Klan. Killing the Ku Klux Klan is controversial?
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Absolutely. That doesn't even make sense.
Like, what?
It's annoying that, like, this corporate cowardice keeps happening without having any real discussion behind it, right? It's like, we have a black-led character in this situation. We're not going to have any discussion about it at all. We're just going to cancel it.
Yeah.
We're going to completely avoid the conversation around it. Low-key, it's just like the T'Challa situation. Yeah. We're not going to have any conversation about this. We're just going to
let's dead the whole
stop
thing.
The character completely.
Perp says gaming is cooked anyways. Unfortunately, so I was also hearing some rumors that Xbox Next Gen is going to be hardwareless. They're thinking about working with third-party platforms for their next generation of games.
Well, I mean, their Xbox Live memberships are $3,000 a month, so why not make it hardware?
Well, the problem that I think they're going to run into is that if you go completely hardwareless, if you're Xbox, what really then is the benefit to going through Xbox? There really is no reason to purchase through the Microsoft brand at that point. I might as well buy a Steam Deck. Or you know what I'm saying? If you want people to game on, if you're going to force people to game on PCs, well then now you enter the same problem that film and television entered when they switched over from analog to digital. You put everything on a uncontrollable platform, even more uncontrollable now, like the internet. Okay, well, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
There is going to be millions of people who already know how to maneuver through these things. The minute it uploads, they're into it. Mm-hmm. Like Netflix may be leading the world in total subscriber numbers, but we will never truly know how many people Netflix are actually viewing Netflix, if that makes sense. Like they have close to 200 million subscribers or over 200 million subscribers. But their number of people who are watching Netflix at any given time around the world is incalculable. Because you could never account for the amount of people who are stealing it.
Right.
So
right.
I guess do it at your own risk. But then what bothers me about it is that it doesn't entice Sony. It doesn't entice Nintendo. Mm-hmm. It doesn't entice folks who are still making consoles to make them well or to compete against each other. Like they've already shown that they'll just toss us around seasonally. And give different parts of our money at different parts of the year. Facts. They don't really care about competing right now, and that's kind of the part where we lose at. But I don't think this is a a great move for Microsoft in the gaming space necessarily.
I agree. MoFly and Perp, you're both right. We get tons of Nazi content, but they're afraid to offend the KKK.
Facts.
That's crazy. All these next-gen consoles are going to be highly expensive and still not be able to compete with PC.
No.
I mean, yeah.
Netflix got 300 million plus. Maybe. If I told you that there was 700 million people on the planet that had access to a Netflix account, would that surprise you?
No.
I don't think it would surprise them.
No. Everyone seems to be saying that software as a service is the moneymaker more so than hardware. Yeah.
Well, it's because they've rigged the game, right? They've made the games about interfacing with someone thousands of miles away. It's not about co-opting with your neighbor or, the other person in your house that plays games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you and your brother today both play Call of Duty, y'all would never play in the same room. Like, what reason would y'all have to play in the same room?
I've literally had that happen multiple times.
Like y'all playing the same game,
in different rooms,
same rooms, like same lobby in the game,
mm-hmm.
but you're in different physical rooms.
Yeah.
So like there is no. They have completely cut out the benefit of having hardware, like hardware equipment, unless you're into retro gaming, like this guy, right?
Depending on the game, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. I will be buying refurbished consoles until there are no more, probably, because there are certain games where I'm into it, where like it's cool to interface. Again, I'm a big Red Dead fan, but most of what people are doing now is just social media through video games. It is just another social media platform. That's mostly what 2K and COD are today. Mm-hmm. Is another platform of social media. I'm not looking for another social media platform. I want to play the game. I want to play the game. So,
hey, it's funny.
Not my thing.
We're worried about racism in video gaming. Nobody had anything to say with those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and Black Ops lobbies.
Man.
Racist is all hell. Nobody said anything about those.
Oh, I as a black character playing in Red Dead, I still get caught.
I bet.
Getting shot for no reason. Just riding my horse. Pow.
Mm-hmm.
Parlaying like crazy, trying to get to a safe spot.
Facts. Crazy. All right. Let's talk about some shows that we have reviewed, and it sounds like some good news for season 2s. First one is Supacell, season 2. Looks like they are officially in production, so we will probably get something next year, 2026.
That's what's up.
That's according to Ratman.
Supacell.
So we'll probably get something maybe fall 2026.
Tell your mama I said Wagwan. I can't wait to see that one again.
Facts. But Cross season 2, apparently they released a teaser. I didn't even see that. But
really?
Yeah. And so the release date I think is February 11th.
Oh yeah.
Looked pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Looked pretty good.
Give me some more Cross, man, for sure. That was a really great show. Left you with a lot of anticipation of where the story was going to go. Like, they gave you a solid close to the first season that felt like it was earned and it was built up from a lot of the stuff that we were getting along the way in the season. And then they still left a door open for the story to continue. So, like, I'm ready for Cross for sure.
Hey, Amazon, we're going to be talking about season 2 pretty soon. So, like, get us some connections. Maybe we can talk to Aldous Hodge.
The early access to the. We could do the. Hey, we'll be quiet until the embargo was lifted. We'll be good.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Get
your boy some early access to that Cross material. You know what I mean? Even hey, yo, Ratman, same thing with the Supacell.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying, if you can get your boy some early screeners,
something. But I mean, quiet as kept. They've been doing some good things with black shows. Cross, Swarm.
There's a few. Yup, there's a few.
So, hey, I'm just throwing that out there.
And the X-Men 97 teaser came out.
Oh, really?
Yes. Looks decent.
I was about to say, you sound pretty happy about it.
It looks decent. Now, again, via Bo DeMaio, we heard that this season is going to be pretty close to what he actually wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. It'll be season 3 where it really shows the difference. So, maybe we can hang on for another season or so and see what's going on with everybody. But seems like it's a time travel story, obviously, right? With them being displaced. A lot of Apocalypse involved in this. Magneto. I seen some Polaris in there. I think Sync is gonna make an appearance. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff going on in there, man.
Okay.
A lot of stuff. Looks like they I won't say they altered, but they might have touched up the animation a bit. Like the first season was like a 1-to-1. It was the exact same. It looked like we were sitting down in 1997. This one felt like it was made in 2025 for sure. When I was looking at it, yeah, no, look all right. Cool.
Okay, may have to check it out. Stamina, Bojangles is crazy. Bojangles is positive about it. Wowzers. Perp said so. More of the same, pretty much, with X-Men 97.
Yeah. So I think he was pretty forthright that, after they took the reins away, whoever he's still communicating with, let him know that I think that, they fought for some of the creative liberties that Bo fought for in season 2. Now, whether or not that extends out of this arc, and it's probably still is not going to be the exact 1-to-1 that he wrote, but we probably won't notice it until the 3rd season is what's being said right now.
I was gonna say it's more of the same, really all that bad. I mean, obviously the first season wasn't perfect, but like it's one of the best things they've done recently. So
for sure.
Hopefully, I also said that the Wonder Man trailer was horrible.
I ain't talking about that shit.
I was gonna say the last trailer was horrible, so I'm not.
No, we'll talk about it a little bit. That shit was horrible. I'm embarrassed for Yaya because they're gonna dog walk this show worse than they did Kenobi, worse than they did Miss Marvel, worse than they did Hawkeye, worse than they did Echo. They're going to drag this show, and it will be deserved because what the F is this? I'm Simon Williams. My actual name is Simon Williams, and I'm playing a character named Wonder Man who apparently his name is not Simon Williams. If you're going to race swap a character, why not do the work of race swapping the character? But no, we're just gonna make it painfully obvious. Hey, what? Yaya's playing a white guy. See, this the real Wonder Man over here. You see all the merchandise, and you see the old show footage, and you see the lunch boxes and shit. See, this the nigga trying to play Simon Williams over here. You see how thirsty his ass is? Yes, I'm Simon. I'd like to play Wonder Man. Head ass. Who asked for this? And why would you you want to be a superhero, bro? You were Dr. Manhattan, bro. You were Dr. Manhattan. You went from being Dr. Manhattan to a nigga named Simon. I've never met a black man named Simon in my life.
Literally never. I've never met a person named Simon, I don't think, in real life.
And even if I did, he wouldn't be so pathetic. I know this is just a teaser trailer. I know this is the first actual footage that we've seen from the show so far. And maybe I'm being harsh, but he seems meek. He seems unconfident. He seems like some out of place puppy looking for a home. The perfect narrative to make the black man unassuming and unthreatening. Why would you take this role? Why? Shout out to Ben Kingsley. I'm sure he'll do his best. I'm sure y'all gonna do his best. No one asked for this series, and I'm embarrassed for you that you chose to play this character. Embarrassed that they were able to convince you that this shit was gonna be one of the next ones.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what else has he done recently.
He had to been sitting around waiting for this.
So you wasted all this time to make this.
The last movie I saw from Yaya that I liked was Ambulance. It was Michael Bay from. It was him and Jake Gyllenhaal.
That was a minute.
That was a few years ago.
Yeah,
a few years ago.
Yikes.
But yeah, no, man, I don't know what Buddy was thinking. I legitimately.
Lanterns will cook Wonder Man for sure. For sure.
It's not even gonna be close.
No, it's not.
It's not even gonna be close. No one is going to watch Wonder Man.
There's a full 2-minute trailer out now, Marcus. Day after the teaser dropped, it still don't hit.
I'm not circling back
Again,
to go see it.
I saw the last trailer, so there was nothing that would make me want to watch this one. Just saying. Oh. Talk to me about Jennifer Lopez.
Oh man, listen up, y'all. So Jennifer Lopez got a little debacle on her hands. So apparently she independently funded a musical. No, don't everybody bust your gut laughing at once. Yes, Jennifer Lopez, the habitual lip syncer and reference track stealer, somehow got convinced that it would be a good idea for her to be singing in a movie.
Yes.
For the duration or for a large part of it. So that happened. It was independently funded. I think the budget was around $30 million. Yep, $30 million range. It came out this weekend. The director from the Twilight Saga, Bill Condon, he directed it. The film is tracking to earn $1.5 million to $3 million, and it's on 1,300 screens nationwide.
Seems legit.
Man, opening weekend sounds like a smash.
Definitely
For $30 million budget?
Definitely not a cash pit.
Who in the F? Who in the absolute blue bloody blumfuck told Jennifer Lopez, you know what you need to do right now at this point in your career after your second divorce from Ben Affleck? Go sing. What? No. Better yet, go sing in film form. No. Better yet, go sing in film form and you go raise the money yourself.
When her popularity is at an all-time low.
Are musicals expensive? Did Wicked cost $30 million?
Wicked maybe, but that's mostly because of the special effects.
Look up and see how much Wicked made. Or how much, not how much it made, how much it cost to make Wicked.
Wicked seems like it's in a completely different situation.
$30 million to hear Jennifer Lopez sing feels like a lot.
It does.
Feels like a lot.
It absolutely does. Wicked's budget was $145 million.
Okay, okay.
Again, I think that has more to do with like special effects and
what's another musical
sets.
then? What about La La Land? Also won an Oscar.
La La Land, $30 million.
Okay.
I
guess that's the going rate. Maybe it's not expensive.
Musical budget, $36 million.
Okay. All right, so she's about on the nose.
High School Musical budget.
But still, High School Musical budget is crazy. No. I mean, $1.5 million the opening weekend. Gee, that's putrid. That is putrid.
It is. J-Lo still thinks she is the it girl of 2000. Is crazy.
Who told her to be in a musical? Who said that was a good idea? She keep trying to prove to people that she can sing. Like it's at this point, why do you even care? Take the Vegas residency and just do your thing.
Budget. Dreamgirls budget $75 million, but that also
We Are Dreaming. Most of that probably went to like paying the actors.
Facts. Eddie Murphy, Beyonce,
Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Hudson. It was all over the place. We are dream girls, born to make you happy.
Sister Act, $31
million. We are
million.
dream girls. Damn, in the 90s?
Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg cost a pretty penny back in those days.
Well, apparently.
All right. Yeah. No, crazy. She's delusional. She's Delulu for sure.
Big flop.
That's
big
crazy.
Time flop.
1.5 million in the opening weekend, which means
it's gonna get bad.
Which means it's gonna get weekends won't even hit $500,000.
Final weekend, 5 racks.
Oh man, crazy.
Teyana Taylor had dinner with James Gunn. What do you think that's about?
Do I think it's a DC role? Possibly a DC role for somebody who's not a superhero.
I have a lot of hate for James Gunn. About 99% of it is warranted. If he puts Aaron Pierre's John Stewart together with the Teyana Taylor Vixen, okay. Yeah, hey, listen, man. Hey, point one, James Gunn. James Gunn would officially be on the board with me.
Oh shit! Didn't even think about that.
Me?
Didn't even think about that.
It would be point one, James Gunn. He would be on the board for me. He ain't even on the board right now. Don't even get me started about this man and the whole Peacemaker debacle he had going on this week.
Sheesh.
He will officially be on the fucking board if he put Teyana Taylor as Vixen together with Green Lantern Aaron Pierre. Oh man, he doing shit. First of all, you creating Black Hollywood royalty at that point. They gotta stay together now. Y'all Vixen and John Green Lantern, John Stewart
That's
on
right.
TV. Y'all have to have little lantern babies now. Sorry, Iman.
I mean,
It's got to happen now.
they would be providing something that Marvel
Has
severely dropped the ball on.
Has never even thought about providing to their audience. Not one
and
time.
had the opportunity to do something huge, drop the ball on it, and DC comes in and
They ain't dropped the ball. They kicked that motherfucker over the fence.
that's a fact.
They kicked that shit into the sandlot.
Intentionally.
they booted that shit into the sandlot.
And there's a big ass dog, and they don't.
And they
grab that
said,
shit.
"Yeah, go ahead and get it if you want to."
That's a fact. Okay, I'm here for it.
I would be down.
That's
I would be
crazy.
down.
Okay. Well,
I think she's at least good enough to play Vixen as an actor. She could do that.
okay. No, I'm here for it now.
All right, so that's Behind the Cape. You guys let us know what you thought about the takes. Give us yours in the prompt. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're here live every Sunday to do these at 4:30, and then replays go up Thursday at 10 a.m.
Absolutely, and make sure, like he said, you subscribe. But make sure you check out our playlist full of Behind the Cape takes from previous weeks. See what we talked about as far as TV, film, news, and rumors. And like he said, we like to do this every Thursday at 10. See you there.